Campaign 4 is bringing back the viewers in record numbers. So has Critical Role learned from their issues with Bell's Hells?
Oh, this is a teaching moment. Great.
Before we dive into Brennan Lee Mulligan's changes to bring back the critters, why not take a second to hit those like and subscribe buttons to help us keep videos like this one coming. Those likes really help the videos and we really appreciate it. And then, let's talk Campaign 4. There was one comment on our last video about the record-breaking Critical Role Campaign 4 premiere that we kept seeing over and over again, and that was echoed online in social media and even on the Critical Role Reddit. And that comment was basically, Campaign 3 lost me, but this new Campaign 4 brought me back and has me interested again. Now, while some of that will always happen when a new campaign starts, it's a chance to meet new characters and get a fresh start, and there's a reason why the first episode of all the campaigns are pretty much the most watched, but this first episode of Campaign 4 seemed to be different. So what was Brennan Lee Mulligan doing with Ahriman and this huge new cast of characters that maybe Critical Role was struggling with during their Bell's Hells run? And can he keep this momentum going? Let's break it all down. So one of the big complaints about Campaign 3, which to be very clear about, we personally really enjoyed despite some minor nitpicking here and there, was its extreme reliance on past campaign characters to frequently save or push Bell's Hells in the right direction. The cameos turned into major plot points and turned into frequent long guest appearances by characters like Keyleth, and while we fully understand that was always Matt Mercer's plan to try and blend the first 3 campaigns all together, it did often feel like Bell's Hells were the B team in their own story, which made it hard for some fans to fully invest in them as characters. But by creating a brand new world in Ahriman, Brennan has basically tossed out all that old Exandria canon and forced this new cast of characters to immediately stand on their own 2 feet. No more getting overshadowed by past fan favorites, or feeling like the second string in their own story. Campaign 4 has basically completely been shaped around these new characters, each of them having a compelling and deep tie to the central figure of Thyazi Fang to bring them all together, and truly shines the spotlight directly on these new characters and no one else, and the fans seem to really love that. The other big issue that was often brought up during Campaign 3 was a lack of stakes. The feeling that no matter what kind of bad decisions Bell's Hells made, past Critical Role characters or another super powerful NPC would just swoop in and save the day and solve their problems regardless. The one death they had before Fresh Cut Grass was undone by Pike just a few episodes later, with another Campaign 1 favorite, Vex, footing the incredibly expensive component bill for that spell on top of everything else. They basically didn't ever have to live with the consequences of their choices in Campaign 3 because of the sheer amount of help and past character cameos, which made the stakes feel surprisingly low for what could have been a world-ending, god-killing catastrophe. But Brennan put those concerns to rest right at the first break of Episode 1 of Campaign 4, where he nearly killed Laura Bailey's new character in her introduction.
We're going to make your death saving throws after the break. Welcome to Campaign 4, I don't know.
Brennan made it very clear that in this campaign, if you decide to fuck around, he has no problem letting you find out, with him warning the players during the first episode that they better have a backup character ready to go. This West Marches inspired format allows for easy introductions and exits for player characters, so Brennan has no qualms about not holding back and letting the dice decide if characters live or die. And that made the stakes of Campaign 4 feel instantly extremely real and extremely high. When Laura Bailey is on her final death saving throw just minutes after sitting down at the table, it makes it very clear what kind of campaign this is going to be, and the fans seem to love it after a couple years of not really having to worry about the safety of the Bell's Hells cast no matter what they did. So will Campaign 4, which has removed all existing Critical Role canon in favor of a completely blank slate, and where Brennan has shown that the stakes are not only high, they are incredibly lethal and ever-present, manage to keep the interest of all those fans who say they came back after falling off during Campaign 3? Only time will tell, but if you had to create an episode to show Critical Role fans that you've learned from the feedback and potential missteps of Campaign 3 in a single 4-hour stream, it would probably look exactly like Campaign 4 Episode 1. So what did you think? Are you a lapsed Critical Role fan who was brought back into the fold by the start of Campaign 4? Let us know down in the comments, and don't forget to hit those like and subscribe buttons.